my friends, and welcome to another episode of Hopewell TESOL, or TESOL. My name's Chris Hopewell, and I'm your TESOL guy, and I'm your TESOL guy. Here at Hopewell TESOL, it is our mission to make English teachers better at teaching English, and to supply English language teachers with enough basic TESOL knowledge to confidently enroll in an English language teaching certificate program, should they choose to, if that's their thing, if that blows their hair back. Okay, so what is today's TESOL topic, or TESOL topic? Today's TESOL topic is icebreakers. Icebreakers. Yes, icebreakers. Cool. This is stuff you can use in your classrooms today. So, what are icebreakers? Well, we all know what the first day of class feels like. It doesn't matter if you're a student or a teacher, the first day can be very hard. Students don't know each other, teachers don't know students, and students don't know teachers. Anxiety is in the air and people are nervous. So what can teachers do to alleviate some of the negative feelings that are felt on the first day of class? Well, they can do icebreakers. Okay, what's an icebreaker? Tell us what an icebreaker is. What's an icebreaker? Let's break the ice. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's break it. Let's break the ice. Okay, so icebreakers are fun and interesting questions or activities that give students a chance to introduce themselves and get to know each other a little bit better on the first day of class. Very important. Why? Well, icebreakers relax students. They introduce students to each other. It builds rapport. We talked about rapport in episode 6 when we talked about teacher roles. And icebreakers give students a boost of energy, which they might need on the first day. Basically, it gets everybody off on the right foot. Hopefully. Okay, so let's go over some of the best icebreakers, ones that I use with my students. Let's start with some icebreakers that are good for adult classes. The first icebreaker is the toilet paper game. Start with a roll of toilet paper. Where are we going with this? Patience. Show the students the roll of toilet paper and let them choose as many pieces of toilet paper they want. Some students choose 1, some students choose 3, some students choose 6. They don't really know what's going on, so they're scared to take too few or too many. Then, the teacher tells the students that they have to tell the class one thing about themselves per each piece of toilet paper that they chose. Tricky. They got tricked. Well, it's a good trick. It kind of forces everyone to talk, and students usually feel much better after they've done this activity. The next icebreaker for adults is called Find Someone Who, and we can also put this together with bingo. For this activity, we prepare a bingo sheet with verb phrases. For example, has gone to Paris, likes chocolate, plays tennis. Then we get students walking around the class talking to each other, asking questions that correspond to the verb phrases on the sheet. For example, likes chocolate. The question would be, do you like chocolate? So, one student asks another student, do you like chocolate? If the other student says, yes, I like chocolate, then the first student checks the box. The first student to get one line of checked boxes wins the game. Bingo! 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 I got bingo! This gives everyone a chance to speak freely with each other, and the question and answer forms are fairly simple. And it gets people moving around. And the third icebreaker for adults is 2 truths and 1 lie. This is fairly self-explanatory. First, we get the students to take out a piece of paper and a pen. Then they write down 2 things about them that are true and 1 thing about them that is a lie. For example, I am from Canada. I have a sister. I have been to India. I would write those things down on a piece of paper, and then I would say them to the class. And then each student in the class would try to guess which one was a lie. Once all the students have guessed, then the first student reveals which one was a lie. This one is quite fun to play, and students tend to learn a lot about each other. Now, let's talk about some icebreakers that are good for young learners. Since many young learners are not willing to speak freely, especially on the first day. Icebreakers that are based on TPR, total physical response, are often extremely effective. The first icebreaker for young learners is called this or that. This icebreaker does not require students to speak, only to listen and move. So it's an example of TPR. The teacher divides the room into two sides. The yes, correct, or agree side, and the no, incorrect, disagree side. Then the teacher makes a statement. For example, I like chocolate. Then the students move to the side that corresponds to their personal situation. So, if the teacher says, I like chocolate, if the student likes chocolate, the student will move to the yes, correct, or agree side. Another example, I have a brother. Students that have a brother go to the yes side. Students that don't have a brother go to the no side. I have been to Europe. Students who've been to Europe go to the yes side. Students who haven't been to Europe go to the no side. It's simple, but it's effective. Students don't have to talk. They listen to English and comprehend what the teacher is saying, and then physically respond. TPR. The second icebreaker for young learners is called groups. For this icebreaker, students are looking to get into groups according to questions that the teacher asks, similar to this or that. Depending on the language level of the class, students could use the target language or their first language to organize themselves into their groups. For example, teacher says, who has a brother? Everyone that has a brother organizes themselves into a group. Who has an older brother? Everyone who has an older brother organizes themselves into a group. Who has a younger brother? Everyone who has a younger brother organizes themselves into a group. You get it. Birth month. Everyone makes a group with students who are born in the same month. What sports do you like? Badminton, make a group. Basketball, make a group. Tennis, make a group. Soccer, make a group. Swimming, make a group. Hopefully this will get students to be active and give them a chance to discover their similarities. And the third icebreaker we have for young learners is called ball toss. This is for classes with students who seem ready to talk. And this icebreaker is quite simple. First, we teach the students a few simple question-answer patterns. So teachers, please be a good model of the target language. For example, what is your name? My name is Chris. Where are you from? I'm from Canada. Simple stuff. Remember that this is not exactly study time yet, so please keep these questions simple. This part is supposed to be fun. Then the teacher gets a ball, and the teacher picks a student. The teacher throws the ball to the student. They catch it, hopefully. Then you ask them one of the questions. Simple. Tactile kinesthetic abilities are being used by catching the ball. The target language is being used. Students are getting to know a little bit more about each other. Everyone is active and having fun. Good times. Now, please remember, when doing icebreakers, it is very important to consider language level, age, making sure that the questions are not too personal. You want to make sure that everyone gets a chance to participate. You want to make sure that the activity is fun and engaging. You want to make sure that the activity is useful in getting to know each other. And you must know that not all of your students are going to be ready to fully participate on the first day. So don't push them too hard. Don't make their first day a bad experience. That's not a good way to start. It's not a good way to start. No. So please be gentle with your students on the first day. Push them, but not too hard. Okay, my friends, that's it for today's episode. I hope it helps you to better understand the importance of icebreakers on the first day of class, and how they can help you begin your classes on a positive, relaxing, and energetic note. If indeed this episode was useful, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. And I'll see you next week for another episode of Hopewell TESOL, or TESOL. And remember, if you want it to go well, got to hope well.